All right. Head coach Jerod Haase. Coach, you want to open up the statement?
Sure. Obviously, tale of two halves there. At halftime, we talked a lot about a few adjustments, but at the end of the day, just executing the game plan that we had beforehand. Guarding the basketball was certainly crucial. Moore is a heck of a player. First half really got in the paint, created a ton of havoc for us as a scorer. We're certainly focused on their three-point shooting. They do shoot 14 threes in their first game, so we wanted to make sure that that was an emphasis on our part. But the second half defense really picked up. I thought we had great energy, some grit, some toughness, and executed the game plan well. On the offensive end, again, first half I thought we got some good looks, and just, at the end of the day, I think we missed 9 or 10 free throws just in the first half, and that makes it challenging because if you make those, I think it's a different look at halftime. But when we get to the line and don't convert, that's challenging. But the offense was probably more efficient than what the stats said. And then in the second half, certainly did a great job getting the ball into the paint and dominating the paint, especially on the offensive end. So San Jose State, well coached. It's the look of college basketball right now, where multiple high major transfers, some guys returning, and then a well coached team. And so I think they're going to do some nice things this year.
So, Coach, how impressed were you with Ingram, almost a triple-double?
I like having him on my team. Has a great feel for the game. Very, very smart. Knows the game so well. His questions or comments are always just on point. And then obviously things I've said about him is, one is he's physically ready, as we see, to play at this level. And the other thing is he makes other players better. And that's a really strong statement, because obviously he can score the basketball and dominate a game that way. But when he's in the game, when the ball's in his hands, he has the ability to make others better, and I just love that.
Talk about Jaiden Delaire's performance tonight, 19 points, I believe it was. Just talk about his bounce-back performance when we got from him tonight.
Yeah, he's we're going to need him to be a marquee type player for us, and he scored in a variety of ways. Scored around the basket. I still think he's going to become more and more efficient as the year goes on. Defensively, can really guard with his length, and what we're going to ask from him is just the energy and passion on the defensive end. But I was pleased with what he did. Obviously, the point total is a big deal for us, and hit some crucial shots, and I thought he responded well. He didn't start the game, didn't start the second half, but still performed at a very high level.
Compared to recent years, it seems like there's more of an effort to crash the offensive glass. Can you talk about how that's going so far this year?
Yeah, and the offensive boards were a big part of what we did. 17 for the game is a big number. Obviously, with the size of the wings we have and the bigs, it can be advantageous for us. We do need to make sure that our transition defense is good. In our last game, we didn't do a good job with the transition defense piece or the offensive rebounding. But it is something we think can be an advantage of scoring the basketball in size, using our length and athleticism and size to be able to turn that into an advantage.
So was that a forgivable tech that Jaiden got, or is no tech forgivable?
No, that was not forgivable. There may be a tech out there that is forgivable. That was not it.
Can you talk about the starting lineup that you went with? Why did you start basking into the lineup tonight? Just the thought process behind that.
Yeah, Maxime and Sam both starting the first time. Maxime's performance last game I thought was really good. Sam provides so much energy. I wanted to put him on Moore at the start of the game. I thought that would be a good matchup for us. Sam is a veteran player for us, has been around a long time. He works his tail off, has the respect of everybody, and I really wanted to start the game with energy, and I thought he would help provide that for us, and he did a great job. It's unbelievable how, over the time he's been here, how few minutes he's played and what a big impact he's had on our program, and obviously I have a great deal of trust in him. It wasn't as much anything else other than he had earned it in practice, and I wanted to put him in there.
A few slow starts already this year. What do you think this team needs to do to get off to a better start right out of the gate?
I think experience. I think just learning how to create their own energy in warm-ups. I think just being ready at the tip. I think, but I think the experience of seeing different lineup, seeing things for the first time. And again, I'm not trying to harp on this, but we do have a young team that doesn't have that experience. And I think getting into the game and knowing you can't wade into it, that you try and hit first, is maybe a new lesson that we need to learn. And hopefully we can jump on Valpo on Wednesday.
Anything else, Coach?
Yeah, just quickly, I saw Keenan Fitzmaurice is in a boot. Any timetable for his return with the status?
No, and I should know more probably after this. So next time I see you guys, I'll at least have an update on that. But I actually don't right now.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Go check on that.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
On your right, freshman forward Harrison Ingram. We'll open it right up for questions.
In that second half, it seemed there was a very concerted effort to get the ball inside through the post. Can you talk about what the message was and how you were able to do that successfully?
Yeah, the message remained the same. It always has been. Be surgical on the offensive end and make sure we're getting to our spots and being strong and being physical. And we took it a little bit personal at halftime. We had to look ourselves in the mirror and try to figure out what type of team we really wanted to be. And yeah, we came out in the second half and we tried to be a bit more physical, a bit more surgical on the offensive end, and it paid us well.
So Harrison, is it as easy as you making it look?
I mean, I'm just give all the glory to my teammates. Spread the floor, JD slashing, Spencer shooting, Michael getting everybody involved, Maxime getting rebounds, making his layups. I mean, with the good players on the floor, I mean, it's pretty easy for me because everyone helps me out.
Was there a concerted effort to get the ball inside the paint more? What looked like that was the focus on the second half?
Definitely, because I mean, we have me, JD, Spencer at the same time. That's a big three. I mean, most people play a 6'3" shooting guard in there, sometimes 6'3", 6'5" shooting guard. So they got to guard me, JD, or Spencer. So we just run a bunch of plays to try to get us post-ups in the paint, knowing they can't stop us down there.
You only scored 24 points in the second half. What did you guys do differently or at least better?
Yeah, at halftime we kind of looked ourselves in the mirror and we try to be as nasty as we could on the defensive end, get in our gaps and get out the shooters, kind of take away the three and then build a little cushion, not make it as easy for them to drive, and that helped us out a lot.
Right, especially number 10 is a really good player. I mean, we were kind of letting him get to his right hand, and we knew he was a good driver to his right hand, getting everybody else involved. And we were taking away his passes, but we were letting him get layups. So we had to just look in the mirror and say, like, are we going to let somebody just score on us one-on-one?
Harrison, you were 4 assists away from a triple-double. Is that your type of game, or it just happened this way?
I mean, literally just anything. Anything I need to do to win. If I need to get everybody involved, if I need to hit threes, if I need to score, rebound, get on the floor, guard the best player, whatever I need to do, I'm going to do to win.
Anything else? You're going to go for it, yeah.
Jaiden, so what exactly happened for you to get the tech?
I just say sometimes I black out on the court. I might have said something I shouldn't have, and I'm going to learn from that and do better next time. But, I mean, it was a physical, strong play, and I was pretty amped up after. But that's all, yeah. I probably just said something to a player I shouldn't have.
That's funny.
How much motivation was after the way you guys lost at Santa Clara? Just how much motivation was there to come back and win this game and win decisively man of the year? How much motivation required for that game?
I mean, we went to Santa Clara. That's a school right down the street. Rivals, we all know each other. Everybody knows each other, and to get beat like that just didn't sit well with us. Coach was talking about, I mean, our main goal is to go to Madness, to go March Madness, right, and go dancing in the tournament. And we need to do that. We need to bounce back to win.
Yeah, we're definitely a little ticked off, and that carried over to today's game for sure. And then with the first half that we had at halftime, we were even more ticked off, so that fueled our fire in the second half.
Cool. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you all so much. Thank you for having me.